Hello and welcome everyone. My name is André Salles, and in this lecture I'm going to talk to you about the meaning, the form, and the usage of the present continuous. So, let's get started. The present continuous is the verb tense that we use when we need to describe an action that is happening now. And here we can understand now in two different ways. We may be talking about the present moment, which means the action is in progress and happening at the time of speaking. Example, she's speaking on the phone. Or we may be talking about a longer period, a period around now, which means the action is in progress but not necessarily happening now at the time of speaking. Example, Greg is writing a novel. We can also use the present continuous to talk about an event already planned that is happening at a future time. Example, we're meeting Susan next Tuesday at 3 o'clock. And finally, we can use the present continuous to describe temporary actions or situations. Example, the children are sleeping at my aunt's this week. Let's see now some sentences in the present continuous. Let's start with sentences in the affirmative form. I am cooking dinner. You are cooking dinner. He is cooking dinner. She is cooking dinner. We are cooking dinner. You are cooking dinner. They are cooking dinner. In the present continuous, the affirmative sentences are formed by two verbs. The verb to be in the present simple and another verb in the ing form. The verb to be is called auxiliary verb, and the second verb is called main verb. I am not cooking dinner. You are not cooking dinner. He is not cooking dinner. She is not cooking dinner. We are not cooking dinner. You are not cooking dinner. They are not cooking dinner. Negative sentences are formed with the addition of not between the auxiliary verb and the main verb. Are you cooking dinner now? Is he cooking dinner now? Is she cooking dinner now? Are we cooking dinner now? Are you cooking dinner now? Are they cooking dinner now? Interrogative sentences are formed by placing the auxiliary verb, to be, at the beginning of the sentence. The subject, a noun or a pronoun, is then placed just after the auxiliary verb. And after the auxiliary verb, we put the main verb in the ing form. Let's see now some sentences that show actions happening now at the moment of speech. She's talking on the phone. The children are playing in the park. My dog is barking. The neighbors are having a party. Now let's take a look at sentences that describe actions that are happening around now. In other words, they are in progress, but the action is not necessarily happening now at the moment of speech. Susan is studying hard to become an engineer. Are you reading any interesting book now? He's writing a new movie review. My son is not eating fruits or vegetables. Another situation in which we can use the present continuous is when we need to talk about actions that will or will not happen in the near future. Let's see some examples. I am meeting my children after work. Josh is not traveling to France tomorrow. I'm starting a diet on Monday. We're going on holiday next weekend. We can also use the present continuous to describe temporary or new situations. Let's see the examples. She's working in a bank now. He's eating too much these days. John is staying with a friend this week. She's living in London because of the exchange program. Another case in which the present continuous can be used is when we need to express the idea that a repeated action or habit is irritating or upsetting. In this case, the words forever, always, or constantly must be added just after the auxiliary verb. Let's see some examples. She's always complaining about my food. They are constantly playing loud music. You're forever forgetting your keys. She's always taking my laptop.